Good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Good evening, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Let's start this session. So today we're gonna have one PPDT. I hope you all are aware with the rules. Is there anyone who needs a little intro regarding PPDT? Okay, so I'm taking it as yes, that everybody is aware with it. So I'll show picture for 30 seconds for the perception part. You need to perceive it, and for next 1 minute, you need to write action part and that fill that box like how many characters are there and what exactly is the mood of picture and the age of character and you need to encircle the main character and thereafter I'll give you 4 minutes to write the story and then we will start with the narration part. I'll give chess number as per the name alphabet. So for narration part I'll give you 1 minute to everyone. And once it gets ended, we'll start with the discussion. So let me share my screen. Are you all ready with your pen and paper?
Yes.
Yeah, we are ready.
Please confirm once my screen is visible. Is it visible to everyone?
Yes, Vita.
Thanks, Raj. 30 seconds. The 30 seconds are over. Please start writing action part and fill that box. Those who joined late, I'm sending picture in the group so you can perceive there if you want. Your 1 minute is over, you can start writing the story for next 4 minutes. Please stop writing. Your 4 minutes are over.
Okay.
Regarding the narration part, first will be Bharati. Regarding the narration part, first will be Bharati. Bharati, you need to go first to narrate your story for 1 minute. Then next will be Divyanshu. Third is Gopinath. Fourth is Kishan. Fifth is Krishna. Sixth is Lakshmi. Seventh will be Manthan. Seventh, okay, eighth will be Prince. Then on ninth position, Sachin will be there. After that, I'll go. And then Suraj and Tanishka will be there. So, Bharti, are you ready? For narration part, you need to turn on your camera just to have that confidence to speak in group and during
Okay.
narration as well. So, are you ready for narration?
Yes, ma'am.
You can turn on your camera and start narrating your story for next 1 minute. I'll raise hand once your 1 minute will be over.
Okay, ma'am. In this picture, a man is thinking about on which topic he should write next for his new book. So, after evaluating and thinking about for some time, he arrives at one topic to write for his book, that is on environmental issues. So, at the end, he started writing his book on environmental issues and search for latest news and updates. And later, this book became very famous. Yeah, that's all.
Divyanshu.
Good evening, everyone. In this picture, I have perceived one person, male. He's aged between 20 to 22 years, and his mood is neutral. The action of my story is he is preparing for upcoming FCAT exams. Rahul is a 20-year-old boy who has been a dedicated person throughout his life. He has been preparing for his upcoming attempt for FCAT exams. He is thinking in advance to plan his strategies and move accordingly. He was also thinking about those areas which needs more improvement, and focus. He was also thinking about to take guidance from a mentor, so he joined the SSB Pro family, and with the proper guidance and proper utilization of resources, he was able to ace his exams. Thank you.
Sorry, Gopinath.
Yeah, am I audible now?
Yes.
Yeah. From the given picture, I have perceived a male character aged 25 whose mood is positive. And my story runs like this. Riazul, an IT professional who working in a startup company, seemed there is a little bit of overall performance in the employees. So he got this to the general manager, and the general manager has asked him to give the proper information and the solution for the problem. So he researched about it, and he met each and every employee in the office, and came to the problem, came to know about a problem. Also he find solution, he researched for a solution for the problem. And by doing so, he also searched the data and analysis for those kind of problems, and also solutions for the problem as well. So by doing so, in the day, he prepared himself for the presentation, and he gone through the analysis. Also he prepared for the meeting as well. So on the day, he presented confidently, and also he gave the data and the statistic to the general manager as well as the employee in a overall meeting, and so come up with the solution. Thank you.
Next, Kishan. Krishna.
Evening, gentlemen. In this story, I perceive there is one male character aged around 25 years of age. The mood is positive. The theme of my story is PIL against industrial pollution. So, Raman is a 25-year-old lawyer, and he's currently practicing. When a lot of people from another locality come to him and tell him about the environmental pollution that a factory is causing in their locality, and it is causing them to have troubles in breathing and respiratory issues. So he takes up this case. He takes up this case without charging them any fee, and he files a PIL in the High Court. He makes sure after several days in the court, and after several dates, he makes sure that the company follows the rules and regulations and the norms, and the people thank him for it, and he is grateful. Then after a few days, he follows up to see whether the company changed the decision is in terms of the people, and the company is told to follow the norms and all, and he follows up and sees that the company is indeed uh, making changes to their what is it called, uh, waste processing. Thank you, everyone.
Next.
What I perceive from the picture is a male character of 17 years of age and mood is positive. Action of the story is memorizing the points for debate competition. Ankit, a class 11 standard student from Vidya Mandir school, was selected for district debate competition. He thus got the topic from his teacher and prepared for it, researched about the topic and noted out all the important points. He was memorizing all the important points in his room before leaving for the competition, and reaching the school before the competition begins, he also practiced it with his friends to gain more confidence. He thus appeared for the competition with more confidence and was able to represent well and won the competition for the school. Thank you.
Friends, I perceive one character, male age group of 22, and the mode is neutral. Action of my story is thinking about his academics. Ram is an college student pursuing his graduation in RPD college. He had his cricket selections, but he also had his final exam after 1 month. It was a tough decision for him to make, but Ram decided to manage both the things. He made a proper schedule where he can manage his studies and also can practice his cricket for his district level team selection. After being loyal to his planned schedule, he was selected in the cricket team, a district level cricket team, and also scored good in his academics. Thank you.
Sachin.
I guess
Okay,
it's
Prince.
Prince.
Okay, okay, sure. Sorry.
Good evening, everyone. In picture, I perceive that a male character and the mood is neutral. Theme is Rohit, age 22, is a final year college student in BTech college. He is getting prepared for the personal interview round, which is going to happen that day only. And for this, he prepared from last month. He was preparing from many months. He improved his communication skill and coding as well, because it was a tech company. He got good marks in academics as well as good points in interview round. And after a few days, he got call letter from company, and he made his parents and teachers proud. Thank you.
Gentleman from the picture, I perceived. Gentleman from the picture, I perceived one character, mood neutral, age group between 25 to 26 year old. Action of my story is preparing for a presentation. Rahul was a senior developer in an MNC company. Recently, his company got a project to develop an application to track the wastage of the food in a city. So he has to present a presentation in the with all his team members, and he has also assigned to task to all his team members, like coding part, then the security and other tasks. He himself took the leadership of this task, and they all able to complete the task within a deadline, and they work hard for it. And after, the customer was very happy for their task. Thank you.
Someone please set timer for me.
Okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I perceive one male character in positive mood. Age is 23-year-old. The action of my story is preparing for job interview. Mohit, 23-year-old MTech student, MTech final year student, decided to go for campus placement interview. So he first revised all his core subjects, made a resume, got it checked by mentor. Meanwhile, he also combined all his project work, improved his communication, and focused on his grooming. Additionally, he started giving mock interviews to his seniors. Through his dedication, he was able to crack the job offer for good companies. At last, he thanked his seniors and mentor for all the help. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Ram is the center character of my story. He is a editor of the weekly magazine, Youth Times. He's concerned with the decreasing reader base of his magazine, so he analyzed the drawbacks deeply and also analyzed the stats. And he then curated the content and focused the content for the youth, and also increased the subscription of the magazine on the weekly basis instead of monthly basis. This led to the and also implemented the his his plans in the further magazines. This led to the increasing reader base of his magazines and subscription also in the coming times. That's all for my story.
Anishka,
Shall I start?
yes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. From the given picture, I perceived one character, male of age 21 years, who is in a positive mood. The action of my story is preparation for college exams. Mohan, a law student, had his university exams in a month. He, along with his friends, decided to start preparing for the same. They all came together and discussed their action plan. They made a proper schedule for the same. Then they went through past year papers and contacted their seniors who helped them to make arrangements for the study material. Mohan was really good with academics, hence he decided to help his friends out with their studies. He used to study himself during the day and used to conduct doubt solving sessions for his friends in the evening. They also sought help from their teachers. On the exam day, they all performed well and all of them passed the exams with flying colors. Thank you.
Rohit,
Yeah.
So, shall we begin with the discussion?
no, Rohit
I'm
is.
still left.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, you go ahead. Friends, the picture shown to us, I observed one character, positive, and the action of my story is preparing for placement interviews. The hero of my story is Ravi, 22-year-old undergrad, was preparing for his placements in the final year of his college. He enrolled himself in an online coding course. Simultaneously, he was practicing for mock interviews as well. He applied to various placement companies that came in and was selected in one of them for an interview call. On the D day, he prepared himself well, groomed himself to the decorum, and also kept himself calm. He kept on revising various concepts in his mind and gave his interview in full force. And after a week, he got the news of his selection in the same. He gave the news to his friends and family and felt elated with them. Thank you.
You can start the
Friends,
discussion.
I think we can all agree that it's one person in the picture and he was wearing a formal suit. So we can make
So most of us
a
decided with
similar
the
story of the
we
same.
can come
We
with the
can go with
preparation for the
Yes, right. I
examination
completely
and
agree with you. So, friends, most of us have made
preparing for
amazing
the team
stories, but I really
preparation for
like the story made
examination.
by Shweta because it deals with college placement interviews, and placement interviews are a burning topic these days.
Okay, so let's
I
go
am
with the
agree with this
majority
also.
that there is a one male person who's preparing for
Gentlemen,
job
gentlemen, we
interview
are
and
missing a
he's in
critical
positive
component here
mode.
that the person that was sitting, he was dressed up in a tie and very formal look. So we cannot ignore the fact that
We
he looks
can
like
we
he's a
can add
lawyer
an
or
action that he's working on his grooming and mock interview part by experiencing that
I
real time
completely agree with
environment.
but
Shweta. We can
I
mention that
agree
he is
with
going
you.
for his college placements.
Yes,
Which
Well,
also,
means
most
do
of
that,
us
but
can
why
take a
would he be
decision.
sitting
We
on
can go for
the
the
in
topic like
same
Riyazu.
place?
He is going for an
The
interview.
place where he's
So
sitting
just
looks
make the
like
story
more like
regarding
an
that.
office with the
Yeah,
no,
it can
actually,
be a
I think
study
the
table
No,
or
it
a
is
library
more
environment.
like a study table.
we can office, we can give an executive and an office person.
Yes, regarding the environment, it can be home or yes, it can be study table or a
Actually,
library
points made by
environment as
Rohit.
well.
As you mentioned correctly, that in COVID we started.
I
People
believe
instead
it
of
looks like
fighting for
It
the
it's a
what team
working
it will be, we
professional.
also
It's a working
concluded that it
professional
is the
who's sitting on his desk who's sitting on his desk. So we can make the story about that also. It
Yeah,
looks like
actually,
a person who's
I think from
we
his
can
yes.
face,
go
he
for the
looks
interview
little
as well.
young, a student kind of person who is in that environment, which can be of home or a library because books are also there, and there is some Wi-Fi or radio kind of setup. So we can
But
assume
he's sitting
that
at
he is
home.
I agree
listening
with
some
Shweta.
English
The
shows
setup
for
does
working
read
upon
like
his
I agree
library.
with
communication
Shweta
part.
here.
So we can mention
As
that he is
it's not
preparing
the
for his placement interviews in the library.
Yes,
we can't say that
we can consider that antenna as radio English shows.
it can't be radio or a Wi-Fi. It can't be a radio or a Wi-Fi.
Rohit,
I have a slightly
I
different
do find
opinion
the
than my
story of
I
previous
Tanish.
speaker
actually,
here.
I do find the
Actually,
story
the
of
thing is that
Tanishka,
he looks
Shweta, and
pretty
Rohit
young.
to be
next
very
speaker
fair. It's
is
a very fair
definitely
story that Shweta, Tanishka, and Rohit are pointing out. But I think the picture that me and Suraj, the story that me and Suraj are trying to portray, seems better fit to the picture. So
yeah,
I think we should go ahead with the
we
working
can agree
professional.
upon that as that setup of pen is more like office pens based on the officers of that in the office
Okay,
or
let's
whatever are
merge it. Let's merge it. Let's merge it.
Yeah.
Let's consider that he's a working professional and he's preparing for a better switch and better opportunity.
All
yeah,
right.
that can be the
Right.
Mhm.
We can add an action here that
His
he took
seniors who
help
have
of
been
his
working with the
seniors.
other
education
company
basics.
Yes.
got help from them regarding the interview process.
We can add an action that he took help of his seniors and friends for giving mock interviews, and also he made his resume. He worked upon it and got it checked by some mentor or his
Also,
Agreeing to
lead or
he
Shweta, I
manager.
would
through
also
his
like to add. I would
through his
also like to add
personal
that he did
experience,
additional
and also
courses
he
online,
projected
and
better
also he updated his knowledge using several books and several new methods. He also improved upon his interpersonal skills, and for that he's grateful to the company he's working in. But for better opportunities, he thought that it is better to look for a new opportunity.
Also, we have
Excellent
his
point. Also, he studied about the company that he is
points,
applying
and
for.
he wanted to make points as well. So he prepared his own experiences. He prepared answers for his own experiences. Also, the reasons to join a new company, which is he want to showcase his skills. So that is why he wanted to join a new company. So by adding so, he asked
he
his
has also
seniors
done
help
the
as well.
internship so that it will helpful for him to apply to get into a good company.
Additionally, whatever feedback he got from his senior and mentor, he worked upon it to bring some improvement.
Also, he practiced his answers and he talked in front of mirror to exercise his conversation skills. Also, he he made a perfect attire for it, and he prepared for the interview day as well.
Also, he have given some mock interviews as well, maybe online or offline.
Also did additional courses in order to
Yes, right. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Great.
So, friends, I think the important points of the discussion have been covered. Let me, with your permission, conclude the story.
sure, Tanishka.
Sure.
Thank you. So, friends, our story goes like this. Mohan, a lawyer, was working in AZB Partners, but for better opportunities, he decided to switch the company. Hence, he decided to apply in a new firm. Firstly, for the interview, He studied well for the interview process. He also did some online courses to enhance his skills. He, with the help of his friends and his seniors, prepared for the mock interviews. They helped him prepare for the probable questions, and he practiced the answers for those questions in front of mirror, which really helped him in the interview. Thereafter, he made some changes in his resume and got it approved from his mentors. He also studied about the company that he is applying for. He prepared very well for the interview, and also he went through all the current affairs which might be asked in the interview. On the day of the interview, he performed really well and got the job. Thank you.
I have jotted down everybody's narration timing. It was a good discussion and narration also. So let me send it here. Can someone tell me how much time I have taken in narration?
42 seconds.
Okay, thank you. Manthan, Lakshmi, Bharti, Divyansu, any of you want to add any alternate story because you people have not spoken in the discussion part.
Actually, my story was of that preparing for debate competition, particularly because of the attire and the look. That he looked very young, and that was the thing that I wanted to get into it, but then I was on a call, so I wasn't able to participate in the discussion.
But you could have convinced us for this, and we would have added this action like for his communication part.
Mhm.
Okay,
So the
Krishna,
first
you.
person that told the story made it a writer,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Who was the first
Yes,
person?
it was a good
It
theme.
was
Mhm.
no, Tanishka. Actually, it was a very good theme, but it was very wrongly perceived. Listen to me. Listen to me. The thing is, if a writer is writing, he won't be sitting in a formal attire. If he's jotting ideas, why would he be sitting with a tie and a formal dress? Why would he be sitting in an office-like position when he's about to write something? Creative writing, generally people do not wear formal dresses.
Yeah, good point.
Like, and a lot of people made it about a student. I'm sorry, but it does not look like it is a student. It looks like a cabin or something. There are books, three books lined up. There's a pen stand.
It
He's wearing a
looks
formal
more as of
dress
a
with a,
study desk. It looks more like a
Yeah,
study desk,
we
and that is the reason that I made it a student. That because of the looks, firstly,
okay.
and then as if he's
what
thinking something
Lakshmi
about
said.
You see,
memorizing.
it
What
is.
Lakshmi said,
I
it is actually
uh,
more correct that it moves looks more like cabin, which is more a study room. We can say that what
Mm,
it looks like. Because in a corporate cabins, you won't see books lying there or something like that. So I
mm.
so
think that
you
is
you
There are
know
two
where you can
corporates
see
there.
books where you can see books lying around and you can see two pens like this. You can
managers.
see it in a lawyer's. You can see it in a lawyer's office.
You
That's why I
can see it
mentioned
Yeah,
on
the
my
logic
table
Yeah.
as
I
well.
agree with
because
Krishna.
he
I'm
looked
not a
young as
lawyer.
well.
The pen setup is basically look like an office. He's being an
Yeah,
officer or
yeah,
someone
right,
executive in an
Suraj.
office.
Exactly. The pen
But why
setup
is it so that
generally.
why is it that why is the thinking so much mild that it is only in the office? It can be seen on my desk as well. So I'm not a lawyer. I'm a
Yeah,
student as
right.
well and admitted one. So
Okay,
that's
Right.
so I
that's
That
the
think
it
basic
People,
totally
mindset of
looked
people
like
it.
who
someone
people
studying
who
in a
keep
book.
their people
Mm.
on a lighter note, people who keep their room tidy and all it, we can relate to it.
okay,
But
I
it,
think
it doesn't look like a office.
this law
मुझे तो
related theme
It would be like
what I
he
can
has
say
came
is
from
that
It's
वो जो
actually
पेन
giving a
स्टैंड
study
है वो मुझे
table.
पेन स्टैंड भी नहीं लगा, वो मुझे
I think it's
वाईफाई
fine.
का
It's
राउटर
fine.
लगा.
Whatever
was
it
looking
is,
like more
I
like a
think
wall
whatever it
sticker
is, it's
also.
fine. We can just work more on the plot of it, like the theme of it.
yes, I
It's
think
fine.
this law related theme seems good and unique to me because very rarely like it happens like we people are not belong we don't belong to law related field, but still we Krishna has given a good idea. But Krishna, I would like to ask you, like, do you have any idea regarding action part? It would be helpful in case we want to go for it in future.
Uh,
So that
like
we can
the
see that people are
lawyer
making
thing
the
के action
laptop.
में you can add it like philanthropy, like he's trying to help out other people. So actions
Or
में you can generally
In
yeah
my
go
point
on.
of view, we
or
can,
Krishna,
as the books are there, we can make him editor of a
we are
magazine and somewhat part like that. So the action is basically he's working on a magazine that affects the society on a collective basis.
Okay, or
maybe a
like
lawyer,
he is
maybe a
working
lawyer.
on.
There is a crime magazine or something like that. He is working on it to gather more points and more data regarding that, and that's it. I think that's the
Okay,
thing.
We can
another
also
another
simply say
point
that it's a
another point
corporate
you can
lawyer who's
add is
preparing for his pitch.
there's a thing called as PIL. It is called public interest litigation. So what that is you don't have to be the aggrieved person. Like Shweta, अगर आप कहीं बाहर भी crime देखते हो ना कोई, तो like something unlawful or something like this, you can directly file a PIL. You don't need to be the person getting affected by it. Understood? So
Yes.
I made it a PIL. कि पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट लिटिगेशन क्या होता है कि जैसे मान लो कोई फैक्ट्री धुआं कर रही है या कुछ ऐसा इशू है जो कि सोसाइटी को प्रॉब्लम दे रहा है, तो यू जनरली फाइल अ PIL. So that is a good idea. You can read about it. PIL. If you want, Shweta, I can give you an article as to you can see PIL and then you can use it in one or two stories. It will be a good difference because generally क्या करते हैं अपन स्टूडेंट बनाते हैं, अपन टीचर बनाते हैं, अपन कुछ ऐसा करके बनाते हैं.
Yes,
तो
exactly.
एक आध स्टोरी ना अपन लॉयर की डाल दो, थोड़ा डाइवर्सिटी डाल दो, मेक इट डाइवर्स. सो
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
agree with that.
apart from these, any other theme any of you would like to share?
ठीक है, another theme I have on this, like I thought of another theme also, but this theme I use quite often, so I did not use it. So the theme that I use is he's he's in office. मैं भी थोड़ा informally बोल देता हूँ जल्दी से कि office setting में he is sitting and he is basically the supervisor of a workshop. Okay, mechanical workshop, let's say. So one day he has got a lot of less power, but a lot of workload. So he gathers the other supervisors from his company and asks them to lend manpower. And regardless of less manpower, he gets the work done in time. He appreciates and motivates the team. And मतलब बेसिकली क्या है, एक्शंस ऐड कर सकते हैं उसके अंदर ज्यादा, पर बेसिकली सुपरवाइजर है जिसमें एकदम से लोड आता है और मैन पावर कम है, but he still manages to do the job in the given time and then thanks everyone and appreciates everyone's hard work. This is another
Yeah,
thing you can go with.
So,
and
what do you
Shweta,
guys
why?
think
But
about
One point I
a
like to agree on
presentation
Krishna
about
point.
something?
does he
Yeah,
look like a supervisor? I mean, supervisor is
yeah,
somebody who's
because
little
supervisor is basically a
older.
blue collar
Doesn't
job.
really.
So, and it's like basically most of office guy white collar jobs. So, Krishna, there is a suggestion like
हाँ.
it can't be supervisor basically. You can
So,
make
one
him a
more thing I wanted to
team
ask you
lead or a
guys is
somewhat
like,
manager. Basically
yeah.
that will be a good
So,
gesture.
what
Okay.
about there is a presentation in the office kind of thing? We can we relate it with the picture? Because like
Preparing for a
जैसे कि
pitch or
हम
presentation.
manager or kind of
Whatever
thing
the
like
profession
I
analysis
select,
use
and all
we
the
should.
same thing. Like
to
I made a
present
story
it
in the
in
same
the
presentation.
I have a point on that. Whatever profession we select, we should select that he got responsibility in a basically young ages. Like
yeah,
it's like
we can
in
say.
whichever office he is there, he got responsibility at a young age. We should
Yeah,
not go on
friend,
office.
and the reason why I made him a student was
If it's like
as we
in
saw that he is
he got
wearing a tie and a formal dress, so we can assume that he wore his college uniform. So as I am a student, so I
Huh.
thought to make him as a college student. But as we take Shweta and Rohit's story, means they are working in a different company, so their mind thinks in a different way. What I'm trying to say is that.
या वही परसेप्शन तो
most
लाइक
of
हम जहाँ से आते हैं उसी से होगा ना.
Also, we can
हाँ,
actually mention that
professional
he's a
basically
student because
provide
many
some
business
facility.
schools and law schools have a uniform or at least a dress code.
जैसे मैं स्टूडेंट हूँ तो मेरा माइंड स्टूडेंट की तरफ ही थिंक करेगा. अब तू काम कर रहा है तो तेरा माइंड मतलब वो उसमें ही थिंक करेगा.
Why yeah sorry.
अरे इट्स फाइन
ठीक
क्योंकि
है, ठीक है.
कोविड
But
में most of us gave interviews from our home only, wearing these
so
ties
then
and all and stuff.
तो it's a
हाँ.
good
So
thing,
it's fine.
Rohit. But you
Yeah.
should know. Then फिर ये mention होना चाहिए कि he was like um, giving an interview during the COVID times and it was work from home.
वही
I
right.
like people fail to mention it in the story they narrated now. So this seems to be an issue.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, see, everyone's story is good enough, but it should be justified as to why he's sitting in an office like setting and he's sitting with the formal dress. That's the one thing I would like to say.
Okay.
And Krishna, that story should relate to your lifestyle, no?
No, why should it relate to your life if
I think
it
it
is
is not
showing a village girl?
important.
let's
It
just
is
say
not.
it's showing a village girl. How can you like, and you are living in a suburban area and you are a male, है ना?
It is in
So
For
tag
how?
that
that,
it
you
should
have to
relate
relate
to our
it to your
lifestyle,
life.
but in PPT it's not should be related to our compulsorily, basically.
I mean, see, it depends on the
PPDT
picture,
it's
right?
not compulsory.
It's
No,
not compulsory in the tat as well. It's not
Because
compulsory in the tat as well, but
It's better if you do that.
it is definitely better if you do that. But generally, you cannot put your lifestyle into every single picture.
yeah,
So one or two odd pictures you
Yeah,
can create
I agree
apart
with
from that.
you. Actually, a male age group of 2021 and the age of mine is also 2021. So I did that.
um,
Okay.
in my
Eh,
point of view, basically in PPDT we mostly look for the character's age and profession as
Okay.
compared to our.
Any feedback like you all want to give any one of us? That's most
Yeah, any
welcome.
feedback, please?
The feedback for the part, I would like to say, the person who made it a writer, firstly, uh, I told them that one thing. Other than that, what I think is, some people, um, when they are narrating, so their speed is often too fast.
Like
Like
who?
they go like this. Like there's this
नाम बताना यार, नाम बताना यार.
You can actually
nine
mention the names so that it would be
Yeah.
easier for them to work on it.
Yeah,
Actually, I do not remember the names because at that time the phone was closed. I was just listening with the earphones. This is a problem. But a lot of people I thought were going too fast when speaking, trying to rush the things and finish it quickly. So that is one thing general thing
I
that
guess
I
it's you.
observed. I think probably it's Sachin. I don't know.
I guess.
And Tanishka, one thing I would like to
Yes.
say to Tanishka. Tanish, you know, nominating yourself, I'm really sorry, but nominating yourself does not seem to be the best option in my opinion. I mean, this during SSBs, like nominating yourself, I think if somebody else nominates you one person and then you agree to it, yeah, then it's fine. But if we like say that okay, I am going to conclude the common story, like in the PPDT, I don't think we should do it. I really don't
From
think
what
in
I've
the
heard, it's actually if you're not participating much in the discussion part, then you can simply just go on with it.
Yeah,
Actually,
you
what
can go on
happens,
if you
Tanishka?
have that confidence and
And
if
today I
you
did not
analyze everything
really
and if
give
you can
many
arrange it
points in
and
the
if you make
discussion
something,
Actually,
part,
then
so
it's fine.
that's what I thought.
what happens,
It's fine
Tanishka?
only.
Generally, when narration got ended ना, तो वो जो वहाँ पर assessors होते हैं, वो आपको automatically वो stop करते हैं, and then they
हाँ
say
पता
exactly,
है.
कि आप
yeah,
किसी
yeah,
को
I
एक
get it.
conclusion
exactly,
के लिए
exactly,
बोलो. So it's like
exactly.
you are taking their role कि मतलब मुझे क्या वो मतलब उसमें कुछ गलत नहीं
Yeah,
है. It may
Yeah,
work
so
for
So,
you.
like, I have a,
नहीं
I,
नहीं
I
उसमें
tend
है
to
एक
have a
चीज है
certain
हाँ
idea.
yeah
I tend to have a certain idea कि like it's a leaderless group, okay? Like this group that they make, mostly it's a leaderless group.
yeah
So when we try to do our activities in there, like in the during the discussion and all, उसमें से like they try to pick the leaders. Like what's like basically
Hmm.
just gist होता है. So the leaders, who come up automatically, the others, like the others in the group, they will, say, nominate this, nominate him, nominate his or him or her, or something like that. So that actually comes more natural, like what I have seen in that sense.
Uh,
yeah
Rohit, in my
and
point of view, the leadership is basically what other people select you, not you personally volunteer yourself.
Yeah, why? No, no, that's what I'm saying. No,
Basically, in
others
my
when
point
they're
of view,
selecting you,
as also written in N.K. Natarajan, you should or also suggested by the assessors, you should never nominate yourself as a.
exactly
I mean, it's
although
not a see.
Tanishka yeah
Tanishka is not a hard and fast rule. Okay, I mean, don't go
like
with
no
the
no
saying that
you can you can the place where you can actually nominate yourself seems to be the group planning exercise. There you can add up all the points and you can say okay I can summarize it for you and and you give the points. But in terms of the narration, I've been like screened in 6 times. So when it's only screened out once, I've seen that people who generally nominate themselves are screened out. Generally, that's what I've seen. That's what the trend is. So I never nominate myself, or I never even try to conclude the story. I give my points in the GD itself. Although sometimes, they if they find that you are, catering to everyone's points. Like for example, if I were to nominate from this group, I would say Rohit, because Rohit was catering to everyone's point. It was not like, see, me and Suraj, we were, hard and fast pushing our points. We were like going against the group at certain point, but Rohit was catering to all everyone's points. So I think if the group was to actually narrate,
Sorry.
Got your point
Okay, okay.
overall.
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm sorry, did not want to offend you in any way, but this is just
No, no,
just my.
It's
it's
not our
completely
motive.
nice.
Sorry, Tanishka, if you
No, no,
please don't
that
mind.
isn't.
And in my point of view, what I've seen in mostly in my attempts, like whenever you give logical points, even you push yourself, but if you go according to picture and the what is seen in the picture, then you are got nominated by others. So mostly logical
Right,
points you put yourself, and then other people
right,
select you.
exactly. Okay. I think that would be any feedback anybody wants to give. Shweta, you are the moderator. Please give feedbacks to everyone.
I think you are most eligible to give feedback to everyone here, you and Rohit, because you both are recommended. We are not yet.
It does not matter. It really does not matter.
One day you're recommended, one day you're not recommended, one day you're screened out. So it doesn't matter.
Exactly. Exactly.
मेरे हिसाब से तो आज का पीपीडीटी काफी अच्छा हुआ। मुझे कृष्णा
हाँ
और
यार,
सूरज का पॉइंट काफी अच्छा लगा। वो लोग बहुत अगेंस्ट में जा रहे थे एंड आई वांट दिस काइंड ऑफ डिस्कशन। मतलब यही होता है बहुत अच्छा, क्योंकि रियल टाइम में भी यही होता है। सम पीपल आर देयर टू कॉन्ट्रडिक्ट यू
yeah, right, right.
एंड हाउ यू टैकल दैट। सो आई appreciate the performance of Suraj and Krishna today.
At one time ना I was thinking कि यार हम लोग तो सोच रहे हैं कि इसको बना देते हैं, तब नौकरी ढूंढ रहा है, फिर ये बोल रहे हैं कि नहीं ये तो ऑलरेडी नौकरी में है ये सब। मैं सोच रहा हूँ यार इनको एक लाइन में कैसे लाया जाए। तो yeah, that
And
was good.
One thing, guys, I am basically my first time I was. So basically, if and you can little bit introduce yourself and myself also.